Idalia officially reached hurricane status this morning. The storm is forecast to strengthen into a major hurricane before making landfall on the west coast of Florida tomorrow. WWA's Marion Caldwell spoke with officials in Brunswick County today and joins us now live in the studio. Marion, what's the county doing to prepare?
Jeff, ahead of the storm making its way into the Cape Fear tomorrow and Thursday, Brunswick County officials are preparing for any impacts we could see.
The message that we're sending to the community and the residents of Brunswick County is that it's time to prepare now.
Brunswick County Emergency Management is currently going through its checklist to ensure they are ready to respond to any storm-related emergency and are urging residents to prepare for any scenario.
The storm will be upon us in the next 24 to 36 hours. The time to ensure that your preparedness kits are complete.
Heavy rainfall, gusty winds, storm surge, and isolated tornadoes are all possible impacts in the Cape Fear, with flooding being the biggest concern.
We are concentrating heavily on the fact that we are going to see a large amount of rain. That is going to result in flooding, and that's one of our biggest threats here in Brunswick County because it cuts off resources, it cuts people off from their ability to get out of their homes and our ability to get in to rescue them.
The town of Oak Island is taking the necessary precautions to ensure the safety of their coastal community ahead of potential impacts.
Pulling the Moby mats off of the beach areas so that they don't sustain any damages from wind or storm surge or anything like that. The pier will be closing at 5 p.m. tomorrow, and everything else is kind of more of a behind the scenes general preparations, making sure we have identified any resources we might need or make sure we have the sufficient amount of staffing and other resources that may be needed throughout this event.
Forecasters say that while the Cape Fear will likely be spared from the worst of Idalia, residents need to stay prepared.
We urge our residents and our businesses to ensure that their emergency plans are complete and that all of their resources and supplies are in place.
McIntyre says their emphasis on flooding awareness is in coastal zones, but any coastal flooding will also cause issues inland. So they're also concentrating on the county as a whole and encourages all county residents to be prepared.